Look what I found. This awesome tool allows you to create bar charts right in your terminal, plot time series data without leaving the command line, and visualize data from any source that outputs text. It's an open source command line visualization tool called Youplot that turns your terminal into a graphing canvas. Installation is straightforward. On Mac, use Homebrew. On Linux, install via gem. Let's start with the simplest possible example. Say you have a file with two columns. The first contains labels and the second contains numbers. Pipe this into the bar subcommand and you get an instant horizontal bar chart in your terminal. The tool expects tab-separated values by default, but most data comes as CSV. Use the D flag to specify comma as the delimiter. Now it handles CSV files perfectly. If your file includes column headers, add the H flag. This tells the tool to skip the first row and treat it as labels instead of values. Want to make your chart more informative? Use the T flag followed by text. This adds a descriptive label at the top when sharing with others. Now let's look at a real example. Say you want to check which files are taking up space in your directory. List your files with their sizes, extract the file name and size columns, sort by size, then pipe everything into a bar chart. You now have a visual breakdown of disk usage without leaving the terminal. The tool supports multiple chart types. Use heist to create histograms. This works great for distributions. For instance, generate 10,000 random numbers from Python and pipe them directly in. Specify the number of bins with the nbins flag to control the granularity. Switch to line for time series. Load a file with sequential values and visualize the trend. Add width with the W flag and height with the H flag to control the dimensions. You can pull live data from public feeds. Grab recent earthquake magnitudes and plot their distribution as a histogram. This shows you the frequency of different magnitude ranges. For exploring relationships between variables, use scatter. This visualizes how two measurements relate to each other. Pull earthquake information and plot magnitude versus depth to see correlation patterns. The density subcommand shows distribution as a smooth curve. This works well for continuous values where you want to see concentration patterns. For statistical summaries, try box plot. This shows median, quartiles, and outliers in one view. Perfect for comparing distributions across categories. Each column becomes a separate box plot. Here's a practical workflow. Say you're tracking hourly metrics. Load the values, count occurrences per hour, then visualize the trend as a line chart. You can visualize weather data from your own files. Load hourly temperature readings and see how values change throughout the day. The tool also works with live streams. Monitor your memory usage in real time by piping continuous readings into a line chart with the progress flag. This enables monitoring scenarios. One thing to note, the count subcommand is slower for large datasets because it processes in Ruby. For massive files, pre-process with standard Unix tools like sort and unique. Swap the columns, then visualize the aggregated results. This keeps performance fast. The tool abbreviates to just 5 letters for faster typing. Both the full name and short version work identically. If you work with CSV files often, check out my video on CSV Kit. It pairs perfectly with this tool for filtering and transforming data before visualizing.